We are live on Big Expanse for another episode for the transfer roundup today. Whoa. Bit of news, Flawless's favourite player has been unveiled, been given the number 7. You know what I'm saying? Declan Rice and Jurrien Timber have the official here we go. After hella flirting, hella dates, a couple cinema dates, a couple driving cinemas. I know you know about the driving cinema. You know what I'm saying? A couple dinner dates. They got the Declan Rice signing over the line. Whereas Chimbo, again, a couple back and forth, but that one's over the line as well. Of course, Onana to United is also nearing as well.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Yeah. Onana to United, obviously, talks are obviously heading forward with that. Obviously, there's positive.
No, more than talks. More than talks, they put a bid in, G. That got rejected.
Rumored, verbal though. It's all verbal at the moment. Nothing official.
All right, but let's just say the news, bro. Let's say the news.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't
say the news and say the sauce. Yeah. Make sure we have the sauce as well. Yeah.
Yo,
you niggas ain't slick. I'm talking to KC. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't slick. We have to say.
I'm just saying. Whatever I say in the intro is Fabrizio or Ornstein. If it's any tier below. Like I'll say it's tier 2, or I'll say what tier it is. Fair, anything in the intro is tier 1. You see it. So again, Onana to obviously the talks of Onana, they're valuing him at about 60 million euros. Obviously, the situation with De Gea still a little bit in the air, but it's looking like United are actively looking for a keeper who can play out from the back, as that is essential to Ten Hag's style of play. And of course, Kylian Mbappe. The hierarchy speaking out today about their verbal agreement. Kind of sounds like to me the gentleman's agreement that Daniel Levy had with Harry Kane. That's what it sounds like to me. This whole verbal agreement that Mbappe said, he even said Mbappe, he also said it in an interview, So it seems that that's all a bit in the air. What's going to happen with Kylian Mbappe? Most likely probably going to be headed to Real Madrid. But then what happens to Vinny Jr.? Does Mbappe get converted to a striker? Listen, these all the stuff we're going to talk about in the show today. But first things first, there's already 62 people in the house and we're not even 5 minutes into the show. So what we're going to do, we're going to set our light goal for today. So I don't know what we're saying today, man, for the light goal. Chat, let me know. What we're saying for the light goal.
At least 139 minimum for that 39 million Man United are about to bid for Onana. Hopefully it gets the job done. You don't want to have to play with 10 men, no one in between the sticks. That's a big problem.
Yeah, we'll definitely have. You know what? As bad as Manchester United can be, we'll definitely have a goalkeeper of some sort. So if it's not Onana,
60 M's for a keep. Like, it should be 160 M's because that's how much they're valuing. Man,
oh yeah,
you said 60 because you said 60 million euros, right? Which is about 60 million pounds. That's cheap.
It's not bad, isn't it?
No, but
that's cheap.
It's
alright.
No, don't hate. That's cheap for a goalkeeper.
How about 170? How about 170 for the number 7 on Money Mate?
Ramsdale was 25.
Great.
No, but these are big
my guy.
To fill though. Like,
what? No. Let's keep it Mason Mount. Forget Onana for now. Mason Mount.
You know is the
number 7. So, and he cost 60 M's.
I could have went shopping.
So I'm saying 167 likes today. That is what
I hear that.
Bump up the likes, people. Bump up the likes.
Chat, as I said, I'm talking to the chat when I say this as well. Give us some figures of the like goal that you don't think you can reach today. You know what I'm saying? Wait, Marcus thinks he's cheeky, isn't it? Allison's price 67 M's. Yeah, Allison's price was that. That was Allison's price. But guess what? He's still here.
He paid you. Yeah, he paid you back.
Yeah, he paid every penny of that. So
he's baked. He's baked.
You know what I'm saying? Let's hit some of the chat first. Big up Marcus says, I'm absolutely livid. This is a disgrace. Not only did we sign this bum for 60 million with a year left, he offered and gave him the number 7 shirt. This has to be a nightmare. I don't deserve this.
He's right. Marcus, you're right. You don't deserve it. You're right. You don't deserve it.
Kings Marno, big up yourself. He says 60 mil for Chelsea for a Chelsea flop. We bought Szoboszlai for the same price. Yeah, it's true. Szoboszlai cost 60 M's.
That's not a Chelsea flop. I saw him until just to invade. That's not a Chelsea. He's not a Chelsea flop, bro. He's one of them. He's one of them. Yeah, he's homegrown. He won them the champs and things like. I'm not hearing that, bro.
Yeah, you've made 60.
I'm not hearing that.
The ones laughing at United for the fact that he had a year left and you got 68. They
So
got
bad.
60 M's out of you, man.
So bad. Such bad business. It's a bad deal. It's bad.
No, but what I would say is
Mount
Mount does make you better. Like
Yeah, marginally.
besides all the rubbish, Mount does make you better.
Yeah.
Like let's look at
Well,
some
I can go 5-a-side there. Me power league and get man who make us better. That's not tough. The bar's on the floor. Look at our midfield options. People keep saying this. The bar is on the floor. We need major improvement, not marginal, which Mount is, if he is indeed improved. Let's say, for argument's sake, he is an improvement on the team. He's marginal. He don't move us forward anywhere. He's not a needle mover. He's a bang average player, and we all know he's bang average.
No, I hear it. I think. Listen, we'll get to it. Because I know probably you got to go. What we'll do is we will start with the number 7 shirt stuff, because I know you got to go in, and then we'll move on to Declan Rice, and we'll move on to Deckers and Timber. Let's big up Ethan, as always says, Mount better be on smoke, putting on the number 7 shirt, flawless. Every loose touch, every fake half turn will be called out. Comps are loading.
Yo, to Ethan, I'm not even doing all that, because I know what I'm getting with him. The bar's already on the floor. I'm not expecting anything.
Yeah, Latimus, that's true. What Latimus said in the comments.
I ain't expecting nothing from Mason Mount. I already know what I'm getting, a bang average player. So I'm expecting a bang average performances.
I think that's
Ole, Mount. Aye, that might be the new thing.
That's the only good thing about this deal. You know what I'm saying? Is the chant. His chant is fire. That's it.
Yeah, that's a hard chance, though.
The chant's fire.
That's a very cool chance.
His chant is absolutely sensational. That's the best thing about the deal. Everything else is bang average player.
That's got a cold chant.
You know what I'm saying? Let's call a spade, man. Like
Eric Sevenhag saying he's a flop 20 goals in 3 seasons. Like, he's homegrown, so he's not a flop. That's the only thing I'll say. He's homegrown. If they'd signed him, then you can argue the point. But
bro, what I would say is also this whole number 7 thing. Apparently, Eric Ten Hag offered him the number 7. So
no way.
So it wasn't like he came and demanded. He didn't come and demand anything. That's what I'm gonna say.
The thing is, I don't put too much.
Ten Hag needs to take some responsibility also if things don't go to plan.
Oh yeah, of course. With the whole mounts that with
big,
the signing,
I'm talking
without
big responsibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is now your 2/3 of
I don't
your midfield.
Because I know how United fans are. Like they'll try to push it on Mount and be like, Mount stinks. I knew this why we shouldn't have got him red to all that rubbish. But this is who Eric Ten Hag identified as his number 1 target. And he's given him, he knows the history of the club. He speaks about errors are coming to an end and all this stuff. So he's done his research. He knows what number 7 means. And for him to give it to Mount instead of what the fan base wanted to give it to Garnacho, because that's what was the rumours that Garnacho was going to get.
I'm glad that didn't happen, though. I'm glad Garnacho didn't get the number.
Yeah, some people didn't agree with it.
The reason why I didn't want Garnacho to get the numbers because I don't put too much onus on shirt numbers, so I'm not really fussed that he got the number 7. How I look at numbers is it lets me know the intent. So if you're getting the number 7 shirt, you're going to be a starter. So if Garnacho got the number 7 shirt, that indicates to me, I could be wrong, that he's a starter. Which then no, he's not a starter because then that means he's playing left wing and Rashford's playing up top, and we probably wouldn't have signed.
Mount's playing in midfield.
We're talking about Garnacho.
No, he's talking about Garnacho.
Can Garnacho not play on the right?
No, he's a left winger. So that's what, and I rate. Don't get mistaken. I rate Garnacho highly. I just didn't want to see him get a number 7 shirt at 18.
That's going to hinder his progression, though, isn't it?
It would have.
If he even if he doesn't get the right amount of game time, then Rashford's going to constantly play left wing, and he can only play left wing. Where does he get time?
He'll get game the same way he got game time this season just gone. When Rashford sometimes plays up top, or Garnacho will play left, or Rashford's not playing because we're going to play minimum 50 games. So Garnacho's going to get ample game time to improve because we've seen it already. Ample game time.
True, but then when he's firing and you've just rested Rashford, for example, what do you do? You're going to have kind of problems.
Good selection. And you know what? For the first time in a long time, the manager has good selection headaches up top. I like the fact that he has to choose between a potential informed Rashford and an informed Garnacho. That's good. Because our attack this past season, minus Rashford and Garnacho, was off. Yeah. All our attacking players were dreadful, pretty much. Or bang average.
I agree. It's just a shame he can't play on the right. Anthony could have held some solid bench.
No, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's it. And he's looking at who knows? Because this Mount thing surprised me. So maybe the manager might look to play him out there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, man, 8 open to play assists, but he's not been a flop at Chelsea. Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What we doing, man? Man just ain't being honest about this because he signed for Manchester United. People are not being honest about it. I'll be honest about it. It's a horrible signing. Let's call a spade a spade.
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
Saying all that. I ain't saying the last two, but yeah, man, people don't want to. Same with Havertz going Arsenal. All of a sudden, people try and make out like, no, it's not a good signing. Mount's not a good signing. Let's just be real. It's not.
Yes, man.
It's really not. It's not.
Yes, for you lot. For you lot. He's an upgrade on Eriksen.
Is he a major upgrade?
Not a major upgrade.
Okay, I want major upgrade.
He can still. It's not out of the
major upgrade. Don't give me
Mount
that.
can do a thing at United.
Yeah. Don't give me that. Is he a major upgrade? You both.
Yeah, bro.
No,
with
so
your whole
ownership,
ownership thing. But who you gonna get? Who would be a major upgrade to Eriksen?
Go locate somebody. You know what I'm saying? Same way if we was having this conversation last season.
Because if it's not a big name,
all right. So I respond
if it's not a big name, you lot won't call it.
No,
yeah.
No. It's not a question of that. I keep saying this. Fuck the fans, including myself, because nobody was talking about Lisandro Martinez this time last season. He's now one of the best centre backs in the league, and has helped Manchester United improve massively. He's a major upgrade in that area, so you don't need to go spend big money on a big name. Go get a Lisandro Martinez level of midfield. No, it's not 60 M's. 60 M's is not big money. 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 In today's game. In today's game.
Man, I'm saying Havertz 65 M's is big money.
Because Havertz is shite. That's why, fam. That's why people are saying that about Havertz.
It's still big money. Nah,
I wouldn't say it's big money. I'd say that's how much you pay for. Like, I think Tonali is a 60 million signing. I think Maddison's like a 60 million signing, but that's the
Maddison was 40, right?
Yeah, it was 40, but I'm saying in terms of that kind of quality, that's what 60 million should be getting you, innit?
That's what I'm saying. But point is, anyway, big money or not big money, go get a Martinez level central midfielder. You are more than capable of doing that. Ten Hag is more than capable of doing that.
Just to add to that, I think with 60 million, I think you can get better options than Mount.
Absolutely.
Mount is, in my opinion, I think Mount's good, but the point I was trying to make is the caliber of players for 60 million. Barella, Tonali, Maddison, Rare, there are better midfielders that can fit the system even better for that money in it. That's why.
Agreed. Fully. You spitting, Ethan. This is why I'm not hearing this nonsense. Man has 8 open play assists in 4 seasons. What are we doing?
Yeah.
So he's not creative. He don't score goals. He gives you nothing on the ball. He gives you all off the ball attributes, which he is great at. Cool. So he's a runner. You could go and get someone half the price who does that and actually adds pace and power. Because Mount's not even that. He's just energy. He's not even pace and power.
But just before we carry on, we have 110 people in the house right now, and we're only on 38 likes. Now, I hate to be that guy, but that is what we call
it. I'm gonna be that guy. Be that guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to be that guy. That is Mason Mount. That is Mason Mount numbers of this
conversion rate.
Mason Mount.
Well, he's not a flop though. He's not a flop.
No, but listen. Huh? You guys in the chat are not flops. I'ma need more in it.
I'm saying Mount at Chelsea's not a flop. That's what I was saying. I was just
listen. He's bought them a Champions League, but at the same time, there's no Champions League in streaming. So people, stop what you're doing and smash that like button. The fact that we're not at 50 likes is criminal. Stop, like literally, the like button is just below flawless. Literally, just below flawless. He's dressed in all black because it's funeral settings today. You know what I'm saying? It's a funeral. It's not a celebration. It's a funeral over there. You know what I'm saying? In Manchester now. So listen, people, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up, as KLFC said, man. You know what I'm saying? Marcus said, I'm being more excited for Amrabat than Amrabat's good though. Like Amrabat's actually good. You know what I'm saying?
He's someone who improves us. He's someone who gives you everything Mount gives you and is less than half the price. What are we talking about?
But Ethan, like, I'm gonna come to you with this Mason Mount thing in it because you know what it is. You're someone who actually is an advocate for Mount, and you've been quite harsh about. And Flawless is going on like Mount is just.
Let me clear that up. He's bang average. But when I talk about him when I say he's poor I'm talking about in the grand. So overall, as a footballer, he's average. But when you are trying to go and because Manchester United and Manchester United fans, including myself, will all say, right, we want to compete for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. Yeah. So when you compare him to the top level, he is poor. That's the point that I'm making. So overall, as a footballer, he's a Premier League footballer without doubt. Without doubt, Premier League standard in terms in terms of going to compete for a Premier League and Champions League, Mount is not it. And people say,
Champions League.
That was a one-off.
Fernandes.
They're two asses. They're two cheeks of the same ass. I think Bruno's slightly better, but they're the same profile.
Okay.
But they're the same. I don't like Bruno 2.0, so why do I want regular Bruno?
Okay.
I
agree with it's mad underwhelming, like in terms of, like I was saying, the price tag. He's got one more year left on his contract. If you were to pay like 40-30 million, calm. But there's potential in your midfield. Like you got Bruno and Casemiro. I rate Bruno in certain qualities, and I rate Casemiro obviously. So if you're to add a proper midfield of certain qualities, you had potential to have a really good midfield in it. And I don't rate Mount to really be first choice, but so I can get why it's underwhelming. But there's a player there, definitely. There's a ball carrying player who on his day can produce decent stuff. He can link up play all right. Like I get what you're saying. He doesn't have any standout qualities, and he's not like clinical in the final third or.
Oh, we know that his numbers tell us that.
He doesn't move a lot of people, but there's a player there, 100%.
Again, that's the problem I have for 60 million. This is the conversation, like how you've just mentioned it there. There's a player there. Can Ten Hag improve him? Why are we? If we sign a certified midfielder, the conversation isn't there's a player there. Ten Hag can improve him. Mason Mount has been signed for Manchester United, and the vast majority of the conversations I'm hearing are what Ten Hag can do to improve Mount. How about you're an employee of the club? How about you improve us? Because if we were to go sign, for example, Kylian Mbappe, not saying it's happening, people, just putting that out there. But if we to sign him, the conversation isn't about how Ten Hag can improve him, even though he's younger than Mason Mount. The conversation is about where he can take Manchester United, how he improves the team, how he improves his teammates, etc. That's why I want, because we've seen it with Casemiro. Major upgrade in that area. We've seen the impact he had in the team. Same with Martinez. And you mentioned it with Casemiro. The reason why I'm so even more annoyed about this signing, because we had the potential chance to have an absolute certified midfield. If we would have went and signed a quality midfielder of whatever profile you want to say.
I like a Sabozla or something.
Him next to, I don't know enough about Sabozla.
Like a Sabozla. No, sorry. I was just came my head.
Yeah, this guy.
It's so dank you said that.
Yeah, I use Sabozla as the example because, it's your channel.
I do know you're hot because I know you're hot. I don't even want to. I know you're hot, because it's like that 60 mil. I know Sabozla isn't even Premier League proven, but it's that signing shows that Newcastle have gone and got like a Tonali.
That's my point. Yeah,
Liverpool have gone and got Sabozla,
and that's what the market.
And these are guys that have all cost 60 mil. Like we're not even going above 60 mil.
Right. Well, that's the point I was trying to make with the Madison and the.
That's who I wanted. I'm hot that you lot going. I wanted Madison.
Yeah, bro, it'll be long if you man had it. But this is my question to you, Flawless. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't you feel like Ten Hag has a certain level of money in the bank? Because, all right, he's not been there too long, but he's brought in Martinez. People are doubting his height, been a success. Brought in, forget Anthony, I'm brushing Anthony. Brought in Casemiro, you know what he's getting. Brought in, who's the other one he brought in? Malacia.
Yeah.
The other one, who's the other one?
You know I'm saying? For 12 million is cool. Ericsson was a bit free.
Ericsson done the job. Yeah. Do you not feel like he has a certain level of money in the bank to a degree kind of go out and get who he wants, innit?
I'm fully with that. Glad that you said that because I've been asked this question before. I'm fully with Ten Hag on that. Has money in the bank because I like all the signings he's made. To varying degrees, they've had success, but I like all the signings and I always give the new players the first season. So Anthony Malacia, I'm like, I've seen enough from them this season just gone where I go, I'll give you a second season. But they both need to improve, in particular, Anthony. 100%. I do like Malacia in terms of his attributes. So I'm with you. If Ten Hag goes and signs whoever from outside the Premier League, I'm with it. If he went back to the Dutch league, if he went and signed a mid-table player from Osasuna, from La Liga, I go, you know what? You've got it right more often. I like all your permanent signings. I'm cool with that. The reason why I'm so against the Mount signing is because I've watched him in the Premier League. So therefore, I have my own viewpoint on him. And I've watched him closely. I've seen Mount at his very best when people are talking about these Champions League runs, because I did watch-alongs for all these, and I did all these watch-alongs for when Chelsea finished 12th and were terrible. Mount at his very best is very good.
You know what you're getting, And you know what, you're better than some, because these Arsenal fans, bar Casey, they're doing the whole, Havertz is,
and we know he's not.
Mikel knows what he's doing. Just wait on it. These times we all know how crap Havertz is, but these men are turning around and saying, because Mikel signed him in our system, he's gonna be off.
Yeah,
and then,
you know what
it's hope.
That's what it is. People is just with hope and like, I hope I'm wrong because people are like, oh, you'll be in the mud if Mount turns it around. So United are going to get
a spade what it is.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. So Mount performs well. That makes Manchester United more successful. I'm a United fan. That's going to make me happy. I want to be wrong about this, but everything about this signing screams Cristiano Ronaldo. Screams Cristiano Ronaldo the second time we signed him. I see zero benefits to it. And look how that went.
It's a sentiment, isn't it? Yeah.
And I just want to get to this because I'm having the same conversations over and over again. Because I had this yesterday in regards to this comment. Someone said, "Flawless, how you complaining about Mount's 8 assists, and then other times you talk about Chelsea don't have strikers." Here the thing is, that's all well and good, but I was with Rams yesterday, and I'll ask the same. You know what I'm saying? All three on here, the same thing. Mount, who's the best attacking midfielder outside of the Premier League to you?
Outside of the
Premier League. Yeah, not in the Premier League. Outside right now. Who do you think's the best attacking midfielder? So it can be a deep line playmaker, a 10, a 8, whoever.
Modric.
Yeah, you can throw name. All right, Modric. So if you
put Modric in that Modric. Yeah,
okay. So you can say Modric, that's fine. If you put Modric in that Chelsea team, in that Mount's been in, same managers, same scenarios, does he get more than 2 open play assists every season?
Obviously.
Okay then. Who's your second best months? Who do you think is the second best attacking midfielder outside the Premier League right now?
Like in terms of 8s, probably like
8s. It can be a 6, a 10, whoever.
Kimmich, Verratti. I would say.
Okay, so we'll use Kimmich, Verratti. We'll use those 2. If you put those 2 in the same environment, same Chelsea setup, same managers, do they get more than 2 open play assists?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So that's why I'm not hearing about the strikers, because I did this with Rams yesterday and we got to 10, and he was like, they all do. So I'm not hearing about no strikers. We were legit. It's on my channel. We did it yesterday. I asked him, and he named 10 attacking midfielders outside of the Premier League, and he said yes, they all get more than 2 open play assists. So I'm not hearing about no strikers. Not hearing about that. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing about that. He's just not good. That's woeful. That shouldn't happen.
Bro, I feel like the way you not play this
Barella in there. You say Barella. I can throw Barella in there.
No, throw Barella in there. Does Barella get more than 2 open play assists for Chelsea in that same setup over 4 years? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course. Because he's of a certain quality. Even with them same crap attackers and no strikers. I'm tired of excuses for just for average ballers, man. I'm tired of this. People want to do all this mental gymnastics for just someone who's bang average. And the eye test and the stat test show you this. He's got over double figures goals once in 4 years. Bear in mind, he's playing in one of the better teams in the league.
You know, when I deep it, it's mad easy for me to sit here and say, nah, it's not that bad. But I'll be hot if I was in your position. I'm deep in it. Like, if you actually look at the potential you might have, Man U, you just spent 60 million.
Facts.
On flipping Mason Mount. That is crazy.
And the thing is, I'm not even hot about the signing. My issue is people having an issue with me having an issue. Like, I mean, we're not watching it. We've all watched him because, like I said, after the season ended, if I would have done a video on my channel and said Manchester United need Mason Mount to turn us around next season, that would have been the most disliked video on my channel. I'd have been told, I don't know what I'm talking about. How could you want Mason Mount at the football club? But because Ten Hag has said it's a good idea, all of a sudden it's a great idea. Yes, Ten Hag is much more knowledgeable than me, but I've seen better managers than him get things wrong. People are out here calling Pep the GOAT. He signed Claudio Bravo. Managers get things wrong. They get signings wrong. The Spanish striker they signed earlier, I forgot his name. He didn't work out either.
Ferran Torres as well.
We've seen many. Did he not play? He played, who's the centre-back? That Eric Garcia. We've seen if it's Arsenal, if it's Wenger, we've seen him get signings wrong. Klopp at Liverpool, we've seen him get signings wrong. Like, whoever your GOAT is has got signings wrong. Mourinho, Ferguson, Ancelotti, the list goes on. And like I said, that's only a defense for bad players. Because when it's a good player, there's no, the manager, whatever.
I can tell this whole thing has got you, feeling a type of way. Obviously, like, even though
feel that.
But you got to remember where Man United's level is. I understand you want to be back fighting for Premier Leagues, but that's not where you man are. So as it stands, with Man United's current quality, Mason Mount isn't the worst signing in the world, according to where you are. If you were back where you are in the Fergie era and you signed the Mason Mount, that's when I'll be laughing at you. Or I'll be looking at you thinking, and part of me is still looking at you like that now, because if you want to get to the next level, Mason Mount's not the guy that's going to get you to the next level. That's
the point I was going to make the rebuttal with, is the aim. Whether we're there or not, I just want Manchester United to aim for it. Aim for it. And if we fall short because of quality, cool. Casemiro is aiming for it. Martinez landed aiming for it. Go and get players of that quality. Onana, who we've been linked to, that's the aim. Hoyland, because of his potential, that's an aim. I can see what we're trying to do. This is not the aim. So it's like, all right, we're average, so we're just going to accept we're average. So let's sign more average. That makes sense. We're trying to be great, but we're at average level. So let's just add more average to the team because that's going to improve. This makes no sense. And then these same United fans who are at me because of this, come September, October, November, when we're poor, will be shocked.
Here's a question. Is a fit Sabitzer? Was keeping a fit Sabitzer better than going again?
No, that's
Mid versus mid.
Sabitzer for me is an even plainer Mason Mount.
Yeah,
even plainer. Like
he's a squad. He's a squad.
Bad.
He's the squad player. I said. What's
Sabitzer's best position?
Centre mid.
Yeah, 8.
Where in the midfield though?
He's like a right centre mid. He's a right centre mid.
Nah, I don't know. He just looks average everywhere.
Yeah, very
anywhere.
It sounds like you're talking about Mount, fam. It sounds like you're talking about Mount.
I think Sabitzer isn't that far away from Mason Mount.
Yo, he's mid versus mid. But
that's what I mean. But this is my thing. This is what I mean by the backwards mentality. Sabitzer wanted to stay at Man United. He only spent 6 months there at a team where, when he came in, you lot started going through your injury fit. That's when the injuries started to happen. You lost your centre backs. It was a bit harder to be in that midfield. Sabitzer for me is better than Fred, but he's nowhere near like Casemiro or anything like that.
That's the problem, Montel. Sabitzer doesn't dislodge anyone.
Why would you replace him with another mid guy? Like, would you not just keep him who wanted to stay and then buy someone better and make him a squad player, or keep Sabitzer and use that 60 mil for I don't know, use that to activate the buyout of Kim Min-jae. There's an example. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the thing is,
you saw 60 mil elsewhere. You need a striker, right? That's 60 M's on top of what you needed or what you was going to spend for a striker. You see what I'm saying?
But what you just said there, Mons, is logical and sensible. Manchester United don't do logical and sensible. We don't. When is the last time we have? That's why when people in the market like, oh, Manchester United moving slow in the market, haven't done this, that, and the third. When's the last time we moved quick and efficiently in the market? It's been years, easily over a decade. People are like, oh, we don't make no signings. I said it. When's the last time we unveiled 3 or 4 signings in July in a summer window? And I'm still waiting for an answer.
By the way, big up Hit 44 with the $5 super chat. He says, is there a reason big clubs wanted Mount? No one wanted Maddison other than Newcastle. Genuinely curious. Klopp wanted Mount. Arteta wanted Mount. Big up for the super chat, man. That's
for the super chat. I killed his dead. Arteta wanted Havertz.
Bro,
no,
what I'm saying with Mount
Real Madrid wanted Havertz though.
There was no official offer. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out.
And so look,
the only reason why these my bad, sorry, you go.
Go on, guys.
I was just gonna say quickly, yeah, with this Sabitzer thing, bro. Sabitzer for me, if I was a Manchester United fan, I'd see Sabitzer as a safe signing, bro, because he's someone that is literally the definition of a squad player. He's nowhere near good enough to dislodge a starter, but he's not dead enough for me to be like, get out my club. So he's just there. Like, he's literally just there. For me, Mount, as much as we say he's average, he's this, he's that, Mount's coming to start and dislodge someone. He's trying to come and be a starter. He's trying to come and make something happen.
Because he's mean.
Bro, we don't know, bro. He might be mean at Chelsea.
Don't do that. Don't hear us with we don't know. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, bro. But it's the fact.
Because if we were to sign Camavinga, it's not.
If Mount
don't know, is it?
Bro, if Mount, I know, but that's what you're paying for that. You're paying the 80 plus mils for that, for knowing that these players are gonna be that. Bro, Mount
that's my issue with the signing.
DMs. Yeah, but bro, you're not. You right now have too many holes to fill to go and buy a player that's gonna start guaranteed for a good price, bro. You can't disagree with that. Who? For me, Tonali's a risk. We can say Tonali's a good player, but that is a risk. He can come and stink up. He can stink up the Prem.
But every player is a risk.
But then what you're gonna do with Tonali? You can't sell him because we're gonna sell him back to where
every player is a risk, man. Every player is a risk.
I say Mount's less of a risk than Tonali.
Why is he? Why when he's bang up? Do you rate Mount?
I don't rate Mount, but
okay,
I'm not.
So
I
you don't even rate him, man.
Yes, bro. in terms of getting him into the Prem, of course, bro.
You don't rate him, man.
Of course.
You just said it there. You don't rate him yourself.
Of course, he's less of a risk.
Wait. You said Mount is less of a risk than Tonali, Casey, brother.
Yes, wait, hold on. Explain that, because I want to know what you actually mean. Explain that.
Bro, I mean that getting Mason Mount in, getting Mason Mount in. Everyone likes to use the Premier League proven when it matters, yeah. So he's Premier League proven, bro. He's coming in. He knows about Manchester United. Cool, he hasn't played for them, but he knows what Manchester United's about, yeah. Cool. With Tonali, bro, he's coming in to a team that is finding its feet. They're not the finished product yet, but Newcastle finding their feet with their new money and whatever, right? He's never played in the Prem before. Like, how many Prem sides has he played against? Yeah, and like, bro, it's just a big risk, isn't it?
I killed his dead because Premier League proven. Okay, before you go Prem, I killed his dead in one sentence. Our two best players last season both weren't Prem proven.
Of course, but one of them they're 5 times. One of them's a 5 times Champions League winner, and the other one, who was it you signed?
Hold on, let me say this.
And Martinez, fair enough. Martinez was a Ten Hag. Like this is my that backs my point. It's someone that Ten Hag was adamant on getting. He was adamant.
Okay, he was adamant on getting Anthony. You don't rate Anthony.
I don't rate Anthony, but clearly Ten Hag does. And your fan
got it wrong. But in your opinion, he got that wrong.
In my opinion, he got it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But so why can't he get again? You
that's
don't.
It.
Again,
it can happen.
No, it's not. It's a can or can't. You don't rate Mount. You don't rate Mount. So
I think it's easy.
You don't think he's a good player
to try and do this stuff.
Elemental gymnastics. You know this guy prick.
I think it's easy.
I'm trying to see the goods in it.
I think it's easy to try and do this devil's advocate.
So you trying to do that? Don't put that over here. I leave that to you, lot. You know what I'm saying? I leave that to the Arsenal fan base with that Havertz shit. And Manchester United fans with that Mount shit. I'm not here to do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be totally honest. Neither of those two are quality players. Let's cut the shit. They're not. They're both bank average at very best. Like, what are we doing here?
But we see how we're using the Mount is Prem proven. Mount is Prem proven to be average. That's the way. He's proven himself in the Prem to be average in that Chelsea. Like, I'm not saying Mount can't do a thing. I still think Mount he knows how to get into these little half-turn spaces. He's got a decent shot. He's passing for me is a little bit like Bruno, where he has the ability to pull off these passes, but it's very inconsistent. He's good off the ball. He's technically sound.
He's good off the ball.
But like realistically, bro, with Mason Mount, like the system has to be so suited to him for him to pop off. It's still a risk. Because the system has to be so refined in his favor for him to make it work. Again, if you go and get a certain midfielder that you know is going to pop off, like, for instance, you know Declan Rice, it doesn't matter that it's Arteta. Declan Rice is going to bang off anyway. You know Declan Rice is going to be a good player. You don't have to use the
that's different, though.
No, why is it different?
Because, Brazil, I'm paying for he's a West Ham captain.
No, regardless
of the money. Won a trophy. These are all...
Yeah, bro, but
these are all attributes.
Declan Rice will thrive in my system. He'll thrive in your system. He'll thrive in the Chelsea system. He'll thrive in Man United system. He will thrive.
He's just better than Mount. He's just better than Mount, though, isn't he?
Yeah, because you don't rate him. That's my point I'm making. Is you can't advocate.
I know I don't rate him. I'm just.
And you don't.
I know I don't rate him, but what I want to do is give the other side, because obviously Corey's not here, so I don't know if he would do the Mount bashing.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm just saying because now, like, cool, we can bash Mount, we can keep bashing Mount, but bottom line is he's your player now. So like,
yeah. So like, what does that mean? So that means I can't bash him. Pause.
Of course you can bash him, but what's the point? Like, oh yeah, this is mad. Yeah, pause. Sorry.
Yeah. Mad pause.
Yeah, mad pause. But bro, like, bro, what I'm trying to say is that's just throwing me off, man. That's throwing me off. What I'm trying to say is, where you can get onto him, innit? But like, he's your player now. So let's look at what he can do.
In terms of, I'm not even getting onto him. I'm just giving my opinion on the player. And people will say, "Oh, why are you getting onto him?" No, because everything I've stated about him is fact so far. Like I said, there's a reason you are playing devil advocate, and you're like, "Rah, I don't even rate him." We all know all his best attributes are off the ball. I have no doubts about that. I have no issues. But like I said, he don't move the needle forward. He's not a major improvement. The aim was supposed to be kick on. The aim is to aim for the top. That is not Mason Mount. That's why I said I have a problem with the signing, but I have more of an issue with people having an issue with me about it. It's like, right, it's not a good signing. Because if I would have suggested this, people are not hearing it. 2 months ago, if I would have said this shit, nobody, I'm not even getting mic. Man, I'm cutting my mic. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm cutting the mic. I'm talking, and man, you ain't hearing, man.
The thing is, though, it's not just the fact that it's Mount. It's how much you're paying for him. The fact that he's given the 7, he's a marquee. It's not just about him as a player, because you can find other players that do his job for much cheaper. Liverpool got McAllister on a free. He does the same thing as Mount, just to a better level.
No, they paid 35 million for McAllister.
They paid even better than 35 is better than 60.
Yeah, facts. Like I said, you can go again. That's all the extras. I don't even mention Prime. Because I think 40 million for him with 4 years left on his deal is too much because he's bang average. But the only reason why we're having this discussion is because he's English.
I get that. I get the thing. The only thing is Ten Hag actually wants him. So now it's a thing of he has to do well. He has to pop off.
That's my thing. I'm on that train, Adam.
He does.
No. But you there is no thing of give him a few games to adapt. There's no give him time. He has to do well. He's a marquee.
No, he has.
Prime.
Yes,
you're talking too much sense though, because he still got levels to improve and Mount and
but he has to. No, but the thing and the thing is,
I agree.
No, because if Mount doesn't do well, this looks bad on Ten Hag as well.
Agreed.
He has to do, like the last time he spent big money on Anthony, that didn't really work out that well. I don't think Anthony's a flop per se, but it didn't work out that well. Now you're spending big money again on a Mount. Like this has to. He has to start.
Anthony's giving me Pepe vibes. I'm gonna keep it above.
You can say that. No, okay, that's fine. You can say that he's now spending big money again, and it has to work out well. I think Ten Hag is actually a good coach, and
agreed.
I don't know. I don't think Mount will be a good signing, but I am interested. Why specifically does he want him? I am interested to see how it'll actually work out.
It's a similar thing in the Arsenal fan base.
He said it, Prime. He mentioned it. He said it in terms of his off the ball work.
No, but there's other players I can. There's other players I can get.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, like I said to Months Prime, you're talking too much logic and too much sense. My club don't deal with that. You know this.
I'm like,
you've watched Manchester United for years. Like we make bad decisions, and then people all of a sudden, this is no, it's not. None of us here. There's 5 of us here right now. None of us rate Mason Mount. That tells you all you need to know.
But the thing is, flawless, right?
And we'll see what happens, and we'll wait and see like it's a film. No. We all know what's gonna happen.
You say Man United. But flawless. You say Man United. This is not like Man United bringing back Ronaldo or hijacking City's deal for Sanchez and he flops. This is your manager wanting this player. This is Ten Hag. This is not on the Glazers or Man United.
No.
Doesn't work out. It's so
when I compare it
that's
to the
what
Ronaldo
I want the United fans to remember, fam.
Oh yeah, of course. But just quickly, Brian, when you say that, when I compare it to the Ronaldo deal, it's not in the sense of who wanted him. I'm just talking about in terms of I see 0 positives to it. That's
no. I know. But I'm looking at it differently because it's not as if this is not when or if this doesn't work out. United fans can't say, Glazers are bad owners. Look at what they did signing Mount. This is Ten Hag doing this.
Well,
so
completely. Ollie wanted Ronaldo, but I hear your point.
I was going to say,
okay, fine. Ollie wanted Ronaldo, fine, but there's other.
There's other factors as well. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's fully on Ten Hag, and if it works out, which I want to be wrong on this. I hope it works out. 100%, because I see the style and what he's trying to go with, and someone mentioned it here. Apparently, Ten Hag is allergic to ballers. I have no issue with the style. My problem is the personnel to implement the style. If you're going to go that Tasmanian devil, high energy, high pressing, cover every blade of grass, cool. But go get the best personnel for that. That's not Mason Mount. There's better people for that.
I've read he's going to be used as the same way De Jong was at Ajax.
No, I think it'll be a 6 and 2-8.
Jesus Christ. Well, are you being serious?
Yeah, I think it'll be. Where did you read that? It'll be the 6 and 2-8.
I mean, a 6 and 2-8. I don't.
Let me just quickly, lads. There was 170 people just now. People, make sure we smash the like button. We're still on 100. We're still on 72 likes with over 150 people in the house. I know it's Mason Mount, but it don't mean we can't like the video. Smash the like button, people. And subscribe to Sarcasm City TV and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Of course, we're on the road to 4.8k. So please don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Just finish up this last bit, and we are going to have to move on to Timber and Declan Rice because I do want to get some specific opinions on that now that they're finally over the line. Flo, let's just continue what you were saying.
Oh, yeah, because I said, and just to this as well, I said, let's not talk about Mount like he's shit, he's a bum, he'll be decent at United. When is decent good enough for Manchester United? Name a player who started in our team week in, week out when we've been successful in any way, shape, or form, started people. So don't bring me no squad players who are decent. Why is decent all of a sudden good enough? When was decent okay? If you buy decent players, well, guess what? You'll get decent results. And decent don't win you no Premier League or no Champions League. I don't even have you competing for those.
I like this.
Call a spade a spade.
He says because Szoboszlai is called that name, guys rate him like he's Zidane, even though Bundesliga is a big risk. Like Sancho hasn't, and Timo Werner flopped as well. So, do you think just
and
because
Havertz, if everyone wants to say,
yeah, he's going to be a success at Arsenal, man. Arteta going to turn him around.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully not.
Do you guys think? Because I'm not gonna lie, the Szoboszlai thing. Compared to Mount, obviously Mount is English. His name's not fancy like that. You know, he doesn't have tattoos all down his arm and that. Do you think that plays a part in the whole average 100%. Thing? Like, do you reckon it's a slight lazy agenda at that point?
With who?
What?
No, it's because Mount is English and he's not has a nice flary name.
No, we call him average because he's average. Let's not overthink this. 1 + 1 = 2. When did it not? He's an average baller. His stats show it. The eye test shows it. What more do we need to know? There's 5 of us here on this panel. None of us here rate Mason Mount. None of us here were clamoring to sign Mason Mount. But he don't want him at Spurs.
No, but Mont.
You don't want him at Spurs? I even spoke to him and I know he don't want him at Spurs.
Wait, no, hold on.
Before you go prime. When Mount was at Chelsea, there's no way. Ethan, I don't watch every episode. Ever came on a Big 6 Man stream and said, yeah, I want Mason Mount at Spurs. He never said that in a group chat ever in his life. I'm a liar.
Why do you like Mount? Why do you like Mount?
It's not that I like Mount. I don't think he's as dead as
doing. That's why Mount is cracking up, man. I'm tired.
Okay, explain that because he's one of the worst creators in the Premier League.
Yeah, I was just about to explain. Remember that season at Chelsea, where he's putting up goals and he's man's main attacking out.
What season?
The season Tuchel's first season.
The only season he got double-figure goals, prime. You know, season.
Regardless, bro, he was getting England call-ups. He was beaten off. My point is, football's changes dramatically, innit? In that time, he's dropped off. His performances have dropped off. He's had injuries, and suddenly, I don't know where it came. In fact, I know where it came because it's poor performances. But everyone's turned on it and started saying like the disrespect is mad, innit? But
Ethan,
he can perform at a certain level.
Ethan, the season you're talking about with the goals was 2 seasons ago when he'd won the Champions League. I was saying then he was playing badly. But because he was hitting the GA, he got away with it. And I didn't really say much, but he was performing badly. This guy's like, I don't know, he's United's problem. But as a creator, he's one of the worst in the Premier League.
It's not our problem, though.
You know what it is like?
He's honest. He's honest.
You know what happens?
I've been here on big. I think when we played Arsenal last season in November, remember I came on and I said about how we'd get battered against Arsenal.
You also said Arsenal winning the Premier League.
Let me land. I said like the only way we'd get something from that game is if the likes of Havertz and Mount turn up. Because these guys continuously kill our attacks. I've said this numerous times. They destroy our attacks. They're not my problem anymore. I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm enjoying the sunshine.
This just adds so much pressure on Chelsea because I can't wait because you got rid of the almighty deadwood of Mount and Havertz. According to Chelsea fans, we are free of the shackles. I want to see free of the shackles football. That's all I'm gonna say on Chelsea.
Adam, just to add to that, bro.
Yeah, go on, Ethan. You go.
Now, just to add to what you're saying, I agree. Like that, his performances were getting hidden by GA, but I'm not denying that he was overrated then, and he's underrated now. He's somewhere in between, innit? He's capable of influencing the attack, but it's like, how do I explain it? He doesn't excel in anything, but he's just not dead food, bro.
So he doesn't excel at anything, and I'm not. I've people because of the way I talk. People like, acting like, you're saying he's dead. No, I'm saying if you are trying to compete at the top level, which is what the aim of Manchester United is supposed to be. Yes, he is indeed dead food. If we are a cup team, which we are, and battling for top 4, Mount's okay. So United fans, we've just added average to average, so expect average results. So I don't want to see no complaints from anyone backing this signing and saying this, that, and the third, and Ten Hag can maybe improve him. Don't expect nothing.
Ethan,
don't expect nothing in any competition.
Ethan, are you trying to say he's a jack of all trades, master of none?
That's basically what I'm trying to say.
I'll be real. This guy's he's not a jack. He's a Paul. The guy's not good.
Let me land on one more thing. So you know what's tapped here? I'm going to make a quick analogy to my club. When Romero joined Tottenham, everyone was saying, "Oh, this guy's hard right today. He's standing at a sore from. You can just tell he's better than all the rest of the other defenders."
No one was saying that.
Fast forward, they were, bro. Fast forward 12 months later on down the line, he's looking crap, or he's blending in. He's not looking as good. But when he goes to Argentina, he's playing phenomenal, playing well, winning the World Cup. But when you're in that environment, you're playing crap, you're playing shit, surrounded by shit, bro.
All right, cool. Ethan, when he goes to play, when Mason Mount joins England, he plays with Harry Kane, top 3 strikers in the world, Foden, one of the best midfielders in the world, Saka, one of the best wingers in the world, Rashford, one of the best wingers in the world, Jack Grealish, one of the best wingers in the world, and he still looks the same. What do you want me to say?
I'm gonna say Maguire plays well with the England shirt.
England
don't mean nothing, bro.
But hold on, Flawless. Maguire plays brilliant in an England shirt, and Mason Mount is still average in an England shirt. What should I say?
All right, he doesn't turn up for the international stage, but I'm saying put him in the right environment. He can do well.
He plays in the right environment for England. He plays with the ballers.
You lot are just bashing Mount too much.
I'll go one further than that though, because you mentioned about him being surrounded by. You mentioned here about him being Ethan. About him being surrounded by shit, so you're gonna drag that, which can happen. He's not coming to a brilliant setup at Manchester United. You're playing next to Bruno, who is you. You know what I'm saying? So you lot are not foils for each other. He's you.
Exactly. At least
we're still waiting for to see what he can do. And a striker, we don't know yet what's going on. So so people have mentioned this. It's not like he's coming to a Manchester United and the system's fluid.
But now the difference is, I hear you, by the way, you're very correct. But the difference is now he's got a manager that believes in him and is going to take his arm around his shoulder and tell him, "Cool, I want you to play, do this, that. This is all what's required. You can do this well, and I want you to do this, that." Fill him with belief, bro.
Ethan.
Hope.
Ethan,
that's what it is. Fill him with belief. Fill him with hope. Prime. Ethan. I just want to get to something as well. Somebody said, wait, 11 goals and 10 assists. That's one season. It's a one-off. When's he ever done that again?
Oh, and by the way, most of that was against the likes of Norwich, by the way.
Yes. Ethan, did he not score 4 goals?
Ethan, everything you're saying, all this positivity you're saying, by the way, does that apply to Havertz? Because everything you're saying works for Havertz. It's the whole thing of he's joining a better team who are, at the top or challenging for the top. He's joining a manager who actually believes in him. Better system, better players. That's an excuse we can actually use for Havertz that he might work. But Mason Mount, he doesn't have that. He's not joining a world-class team. He's not joining a world-class midfield. United at the top. He's joining a manager where we still have question marks about him.
We do.
He doesn't have all the safety. He doesn't have the safety that Havertz has.
Yeah. Just quickly,
he was managed. Tuchel's a better manager, so he was under a better manager with a better.
Mount has had the world class manager. Mount has had the world class players around him.
Move on. We're 50 minutes in.
Let's move.
All this toxic positivity. Oh, it's not that bad.
It's fine. In the group chat.
United fans.
It's not my problem.
In the group, don't worry, guys. In the group chat, Ethan will be spitting about how Mount can do a thing and
that's all well and good. But like I said, and that's why Ethan laughed when I said it. Never once has he said when Mount was at Chelsea, get him to Spurs. It's never happened. It's like, man, waxing lyrical about a girl. All right, now, but you go draw her. Why do you not want to draw her? Something's off. Something's off.
Exactly, and obviously. As I said, I look at whenever I look at the midfield. When I see Mount and Fernandes, it does make me snigger a little bit. It does make me snigger just a little.
It's a straight running thing. That's
kick the ball. No. Fernandes is a brilliant 10. That one and one of the best of what he does, according to Eve. So you know what I'm saying. So,
according to who said that?
Oh, no one.
Wait, what was it you said the other day, Monts? Don't worry, it'll come to me in a second. I'll just spit out right
What,
now.
that Trent's a better midfielder than Bruno?
No, it wasn't that. It was something else. What was
That's
it?
what I said. I said Trent's a better midfielder than Bruno. But anyway,
What did you say?
that's what I said. Anyway.
Don't worry, it will come to me.
When you remember, it will come to you. Listen,
Yeah.
Declan Rice and Jurrien Timber. Here we go.
carry-
Work for Fabrizio. Gone. Oh my gosh, the FBI got him. The FBI got him. Look at the pose.
I think he was bouncing.
Yeah, but the FBI got him.
Okay.
They got him. But listen, he's probably saying, make sure you guys go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV.
Yeah.
Big him up, man. There's 180 people in the house, by the way, and of course we already have 83 likes and there's 180 heads. I've never seen conversion rate like this before. I've never seen conversion rate. Guys, stop what you're doing.
No, nor has Mason Mount.
12 goals, 10 assists.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. What a trophy for Spurs, man.
Honestly, 180 people in the house and only 86 likes. We should be eclipsing 100 likes easily. 12 more likes, people. Stop what you're doing right now and smash that like button, especially if you're liking the content. And also make sure you subscribe as well. Big up, people. I can see the likes flying up right now as well, people. So make sure you are subscribing to the channel and smashing the like button. And again, make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. You know what I'm saying? Listen, what you came here for? Yeah, man. Listen, I can't lie, Casey. I'll let you do the intro for this one. Tell the people what emoji you want to see in the chat.
And so you know what I want to see? I want to see that rice. I want to see them bricks. I want to see that wood. I want to see pork.
Wait.
Pause.
No,
Pause.
I meant like
left for a second, KC, man. Man is wilding, yo. But hey, KC, before you go, I just want to say big up to you, man, yeah? Every single time, man. Love to you, man, yeah? My Wi-Fi was playing up, large up, yeah? Bless, man. Hey, everyone pop up the lights.
Like the log.
Pause, man.
Listen.
Big up, yo. Big up.
That's gonna get it's done.
See, this is why Casey doesn't host on Big
Wait, what did Casey say?
That's why you don't host.
No way, what he said.
That's what I meant. No, wait, he'll get some wood. Nah, I meant the log. Loud.
Oh my
Big
God.
pause. But listen, yeah. Log emoji, rice bowls. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to see. Log emoji, rice bowls. That's what I'm trying to see in the chat, man. Obviously, man, you know what it is, though?
Go on.
Yeah,
Rice
I know. Forget. Just fill it with rice emojis, man. Drown out that rubbish. All that rubbish from before. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Someone said something sus in the live streams. Don't know what it is. But anyway, that's what we were talking about. Yeah,
rice
no,
emoji,
do you know what it is? I think the excitement. See, I need to watch what I say now. I feel like the excitement has been taken out. Yeah, let me choose my words right. Has been taken out of this deal because it's taken so long. You know, like we've been waiting for the Timber and Rice announcement now. It's still
it's soft on the blow. We can soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah, it's like cool. I think for a long time Arsenal fans were very confident on Rice coming, and then Timber was like we was also very confident on. So it's never been a worry. The confirmation hasn't, suddenly made everyone like be calm. We was all calm already. We just want it done and dusted now. So I'm kind of just over it. I just want to see them unveiled so that we can finally, start working and move on, because these two signings in my head have been wrapped up already for a while.
And that's the window done now. That is, what is it? Rice. It's Rice, Timber.
Havertz. No way. No chance. No chance.
How many more signings do you expect to come in? Just the one?
Maybe one, if another one. Basically, I expect one more, regardless of whether someone comes or leaves. But if someone leaves, that's big. Then we need to replace them. So if one leaves, we get two. If two leaves, we get three. Like that's how I see it. Obviously, not two people are going to leave, but I feel like that's.
Xhaka's gone now, isn't it? Xhaka's gone, basically.
Xhaka's gone, but that was green lighted by Rice. So
yeah. So let's say Partey leaves, do you need two more signings? Or
two more
you
signings.
need 2 more signings.
That's where the Chouameni and these men and we're linked to these players.
Casey, stop the Chouameni thing. Casey, the Chouameni.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Bro. We're a news show. I get that it's not the best news. It might not be the tier 1, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna let you know, fam. I don't give a dash. I'm letting you know what's out there.
How do we know it's Chouameni?
Months out. Sam,
how do we know? How do we know?
Get him out.
How do we know it's Chouameni though?
Huh?
How do we know it's
reports are saying, bro?
Did it say Chouameni? It said Chouameni.
It said Chouameni.
Bro, I'll give you what the source was for Chouameni. Allow me to do that.
Fair enough.
I didn't say. I never said it was a credible source.
Yeah, but the fact that he was the first name is just a bit. You didn't even at least say Lavia.
And them, man. But until Lavia, we were speaking about Lavia. That's why I said the Chouameni's like the more expensive signings. That's what I meant by saying the Chouameni, like those expensive signings and them and there.
Yeah, man are saying we're getting the choo-choo train. They've already got the lingo ready. It's scary. Big up Jordan Davis, but the Arsenal fans scary. Ethan, they've already got the choo-choo train. They call him the choo-choo train.
And they wonder why we
but so if we get him, that one's
sticking.
That one's sticking.
Hey, what did you say,
That
Casey?
one's sticking.
If we what?
Don't try. I see what you're trying to do. We're past that.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm watching what I say, G.
Yeah.
I'll be real. Do you guys even need him?
Who, Chouameni? Not really. Yeah. It's just exciting. I'll keep it real. It is exciting, like for us to even be talking about players like that, because before that wasn't even being reported because it just wouldn't be the case, you know. But yeah, no, it's just a bit of fun. I think I'm not gonna take it serious, like you said.
No. I didn't say don't take it serious. I said, do you guys actually need him?
Nah, we don't.
Martin saying we rich, Gio saying choo trade. Like, man, we talk about the Liverpool brigade in this chat, but the amount of rice emojis and the amount of choo stuff I'm seeing right now, bro. This stream is Arsenal heavy. I'm not ignoring this, you know. This. Yeah, man. I don't want to hear Liverpool heavy. I don't want to hear that. Because right now I'm seeing hella. How about this? As soon as I said Rice and Timber, I said that's what we're here for. That's what we're allow me, G. The Arsenal allow me in it. But yeah, no. Speaking on Rice, obviously, and Timber, I think that really does boost your squad though. In terms of your defense, especially like the next of kin after Saliba and Gabriel. The drop off is just mad, isn't it? But now it's not that at the moment because Timber, obviously, he's not
Timber, Tomiyasu, Ben White.
Stop saying Tomiyasu. That man.
Tomiyasu can play centre back, bro. He can fill in.
Play him centre back. Yeah, dash in there.
You can get that. But
dash in.
Sorry, it wouldn't even be him. He would be like 5th. It would be Kiwior and Ben White.
Yeah, but
you're not going to buy a right back.
Is Ben
White right back actually a thing now?
It's definitely a thing.
But I'm just saying, bro, Timber, he's not Premier League proven, but Timber, like we've seen him in the Champions League do what he can do. He's good on the ball. He's not like a big tool, like he's not built in stature proper, but like he's kind of like he's like Lisandro Martinez, but nowhere near as short, obviously. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He's got like he can play DM. He's versatile. I just think he's an upgrade on what you guys had coming in after your first choice centre backs. Personally, a massive upgrade. Whether he can translate that to the Premier League, I don't think he'll have too much trouble with that. Personally,
that's good. That's what Arsenal should be doing. By bringing players that come straight into your first 11. You then raise the ceiling or raise the floor of your squad.
Yeah.
You raise
bring out that J-Man comment. Didn't Tommy lock up Salah? So now, lock and key.
Bro, Malacia locked up Salah in the first time.
Stop all of that.
He did though. Like, man, I've locked up Salah before. Like, it's again, the word to you that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Didn't stop him from getting 30 goals and like 15 assists. Didn't stop that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you could say, "Oh, well done for locking up Salah."
Stopped him from getting champs, though.
Tomiyasu was a sheer disappointment. You got bought in for that City game and you got fucked up.
How's he been a sheer disappointment? This is how I know you don't watch him. Big man thing. That's confirmed.
I'm not saying that the first season. First season, I liked what I saw in the first season.
Bro, he's just been injured. He's just been riddled.
Availability is an ability. Word to you.
That's fine. That's fine. But if you said that, I would have agreed.
No, but when he's come in, he's not been great.
What do you say? What's the Ramsden talking about? Saka and Robbo. What's about Saka and Robbo?
Oh, Robbo locked up Saka. Yeah. Well, like.
Oh, Robbo was class at one point, so that's not even like cool. Fair play.
Robbo's still class. You still a baller. Like, as I said, there's no shame in being locked up by Robbo personally. In it, he also has. There's no shame in that. Listen, either way, what I'm saying is Tomiyasu, bro, like, he's not crap or anything. He's a decent player, but like, bro, with those injuries, I still think Tomiyasu needs a bit of rhythm, and he's not getting any of that because of his fitness.
Bro, he'll get the left back. He'll be the backup G. Tomiyasu knows he's the backup G.
And when he's come in last season, he's not been that good.
Until he's been calm. I'll keep it real. For a fifth choice centre back and a third choice left back and a third choice right back, I'll take it. Because that's what he is.
Boy.
If Tierney stays, by the way.
Boy, as I said, you will disagree with the Tomiyasu thing. Tomiyasu has been disappointing for me when I've seen him play. It's not been very often, but when I've seen him play, it's just been disappointing.
Fair enough.
As I said, it's not really down to his ability. So that it's about the rhythm of playing, personally. Tomiyasu has been all well and good till he has to do a back pass. Don't kill me. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know in it with Tomiyasu, but we're talking about Timber. Just in terms of Timber and Rice, I think now the base of your midfield, I'll be honest, I think Rice is going to play in the 6, and that's why Partey is going to go.
No.
And I think your 3-6s aren't. I've kind of thought this over now. I don't think your 3-6s are Partey, Rice, and Jorginho. I think it's Timber, Rice, Jorginho. I think it's them three. Because what Timber can do in the DM, obviously Timber being the third choice, like the absolute like if them man both can't play, then Timber will fill in that sense. But that's what I think it helps with the Timber signing, and that's why I feel like Partey is like there's not that much people just kind of shrugging their shoulders if Partey goes, because as much as Partey at his best is probably better than Rice as it stands. Rice has a higher ceiling, he's younger, and his injury record is very, very good. He's a lot more reliable than Partey. And for me, the Xhaka replacement is Havertz.
No.
I don't disagree. Get how you cop Jorginho, I don't think you should really. In fact, the style of football is good.
Jorginho can still do a thing as well.
Jorginho is a perfect signing, bro.
You think?
For the Champions League, the fact that we're going into Champions League, this guy has a plethora of experience in that competition, bro. He knows what it means to play in big games.
Stretch,
bro. He can. What do you mean?
What do you mean stretch?
Bar the Champions League.
Stretch?
Bar that Champions League season, yeah.
What? So what? Him winning the Euros don't mean nothing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that. Fair enough. I forgot about that.
The Super Cup. Oh, yeah.
Club World Cup.
Europa League. The European pedigree.
Like Europa League. Oh yeah,
wait. Apparently, Kai Havertz is on 300k.
That's fair enough. He's on 320. But what was I gonna say?
I thought it was 200.
Who said that?
No, but yeah, going back to the point. With that being said, so you might rather Jorginho than flipping Partey?
No.
Yeah, it's
330.
330.
I want them both.
It's 330.
I want my DMs to be Partey, Rice, Jorginho. But Rice can also play the 8 if we're playing that kind of defensive thing. You know what I'm saying? Where we're gonna need Rice there doing a little cooking, Partey sitting, and then Odegaard just free roll.
Bro, Arsenal signed a world class midfielder.
Huh?
You signed a world class midfielder.
Thank you.
Yeah. But Ladamus, you told me
you know what, Ladamus? You've come a long way from saying that Gabriel wouldn't make Burnley starting 11.
What do you mean? What do you? I've always rated Rice stuff, so like.
Rice world class. Give me a break.
Vladimir, I've still got this bone to pick with you.
You're not world class.
About what? About what?
About you telling me Arsenal were going to win the Prem. You were saying, oh, don't worry, we know Arsenal have really won the Prem.
Well, based on their form and how well they were doing, I assume they carry it out.
It's the history.
However, them not winning the Prem doesn't negate what they've done and what they are doing.
8th, 5th, 2nd.
I mean, yeah,
like $1 billion spent. Like
they haven't spent $1 billion.
Million spent on them.
They haven't spent $1 billion, and plus it's progression. Like you say history of the Arsenal, but typically history of the Arsenal would show that they would try and challenge, lose it, and then the following season or two they would start losing their best players like Fabregas and Nasri, etc. Now just signed a world class player. They haven't done that before in recent years that I can actually remember.
For a while, yeah.
That's actually improved their squad when they've had a quality squad. Like I get it. We don't like Arsenal fans. We hate Arsenal, but maybe just give them the credit where it's due.
No, they can't do that, G.
I'll give them the
like
credit.
listen. Arsenal still have to deliver. Obviously, they still have to deliver. They still have to win. But I'm not saying overcast.
It doesn't hurt to say that. It doesn't hurt to say the truth, Ethan.
I mean, I'm not going to overhype them. I'm not going to overhype them. I'm not going to overcast them. Arsenal still have to win and continue at the minimum this level they've got themselves.
No, I agree, but guys are now saying that because City have sold Gundo and potentially Bernardo, or not sold but let them go. Guys are saying Arsenal favourites to win the Prem based on what they've signed.
I couldn't care less about all that favourite stuff.
I mean, I don't know about favourites how that would work out, but they will still challenge.
Just won the treble.
I have them finishing. I have them finishing third minimum. And this is before they signed. This is before they've made any signings.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what's interesting? They've now got Champions League football. So at some point, their priorities now going to shift.
But these men don't want expectation. They want to. They
want to do the Scotch, the willy-nilly thing, saying, "Oh, look, we spent 100 million, so did everyone." Like when they spend 100 million, there's nothing.
True, I get that, but you have to look at it this way. You can say they don't want expectations, but in the same breath, rivals don't want to give them credit and say they're doing well. So, what do you want them to do?
Do you know what's so mad? Everyone.
Thank you. No, not everyone. Maybe you. No. Players like Ethan are telling me what's Arsenal done? 8th. What's comments like that mean then?
No. Casey. In the grand scheme of things, because that's all you man hear. Literally, Arsenal have been given their credit throughout the season. I can also say that from my.
So where's my credit now? Where's my credit now? I've signed Havertz. I've signed Declan Rice and I'm signing Timber. Where's my bro? So
what do you mean credit? You credit in the window. When we talk about Rice, we talk about Timber.
You know what's interesting? Just to elaborate on that point. Yeah, you said credit for signing all these players, so you're getting credit. But what are your expectations now? They have to align with your credit. Has to align with the expectation.
Yeah, and also, Casey,
what's my expectation, Ethan? I already told you my expectation. I expect a challenge for the league and a trophy.
The whole intro, we spoke about how your drop-off has now been improved because you now have Timber instead of going down to Rob Holding. We know that we've literally said that Rice is one of the best in his position and that he'd probably fit in most man's systems. He's that good. Yeah. You made a brilliant signing, but you man just don't hear that. And then when it comes to something like expectation, or we go, yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, you haven't actually won a trophy. You haven't actually done what you needed to do in terms of where you're aiming for. That's all you hear. You man can't say that.
Montel, you're telling me I've signed Rice, and then you're telling me about trophies. Has Rice even kicked the ball, fam?
We haven't said anything about trophies yet.
Ethan's asking me about expectations. You haven't even seen Rice in the Arsenal shirt.
Bro, you want flowers for
telling me about expectations. Just bait, bro.
No, we got you again. You man are saying, they've signed a world-class player, but don't want to hear about expectation.
Who's you, man? Lavia said I signed a world-class player.
To be a big club. You've forgotten what it's like to be a big club.
No, I do think they have. I do think Arsenal have signed a world-class player.
Montel, because you've now signed Szoboszlai, this talent, this huge talent, are you not expected to make top 4 and win a trophy? Because that better be the expectation when you're signing £70 million players.
I expect
No, you
Liverpool to win
don't.
a trophy
You don't.
every year, and I expect and before we sign,
you just say that blindly. You just say that blindly. You don't believe that.
I agree, and I expect that as well.
You don't believe it. You expect what?
I expect Montel
Airlines, Casey. Mont Airlines.
Oh.
Nice save.
Mont Airlines, Casey. Before we signed Szoboszlai, I said Liverpool are coming top 4. I expect top 4 before the Szoboszlai signing. I expect Liverpool to win a trophy every single year. If we don't, it's a failure. That's my expectation from my club.
Not from a big club. Big club.
That's big club mentality. You do not have big club mentality because when people want to talk about you, you want to move. You want to. Let's not talk about.
No, but I don't need to flaunt my. I don't need to flaunt my thing.
You man have forgot what it's like to be a big club, and when anyone questions you or puts any piece of expectation on you, you man go, "Oh no, stop doing that." That's all you man do.
That's your opinion. We don't need to go around. We don't need to go around running around pumping up our chest saying we demand top 4, we demand second, we demand this, we demand that. Like, bro, we're not in a position to demand all of this, bro. I'm gonna keep it.
I
above.
think
now with
these
signings, the expectation. Right, wait. Now with these signings, with the Declan Rice and that, these conversations can happen. But man was putting these expectations on me last season. Which man were talking about my spending with Ben White and all of these things. This is what man was saying. Like, you don't just say this whenever I spend bread.
Casey, what were people saying last season? What were people saying last season?
Arsenal need to win a trophy. Arsenal this. Arteta, if you don't make top 4, you get sacked. All of this. This is what man are saying, bro. I'm just saying.
To be fair, spending that money last season, if Arteta didn't make top 4 and he finished 5th, that would have been a contention for him to get sacked, though.
Yes. I don't know.
So I hear it. I think so. I hear it. Listen, at the end of the day,
Chelsea spent 600
M's. But Chelsea spent 600 M's, and there were dire consequences. We sacked 2 managers.
Listen, there's all I'm saying. Arsenal, because Arsenal don't win trophies like that. They want to look at every other technicality in football and make it count for something. Win some damn trophies and set some targets and be a big club again, like what you used to be. That's why the OG Arsenal fans are saying right now that needs to we've improved, but we need something to show for it. You need something to show for it.
Because that's the expectation.
And I've said this, Montel, that's what I've said.
There's no trophy for most, bro. There's no trophy for most.
I said I expect a trophy and to be competing for the league. I said this, bro. Like, I've said it. That's by expectations, bro. But I don't need to say it.
If you win another FA Cup, you're no better than the other managers post-Wenger, bro. If you win just an FA Cup,
bro, okay, Montel, but I cannot. Montel, if I don't win. But a couple of weeks ago, Manon was saying City, who's winning a Prem until Pep leaves. That was everyone's stance.
I don't believe that.
But this is what people's stance. It just changes with the weather. It just changes, bro.
Casey, that was
you
waffle.
Might not believe that, but Joe Blogs down the road does.
Yeah, but Casey, I think that's waffle though, because these past 2 seasons, if Arsenal didn't tail off near the end and Liverpool didn't Wilter, you guys would have both won the league over City. So I don't believe City are just going to win every single title until Pep leaves.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
It's there for people to win.
As good as City are, and yes, they've won they've won 5 in the last 6. But bro, even last season, when Ethan said that Liverpool are going to fall off, I said, bro, I'm gunning for this Premier League, bro. I'm gunning for this Premier League. Obviously, what happened, and we was nowhere near it. We was way off it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how good City are. Like, I've bested them before. I beat them head to head before on enough occasions to know that these men are quiffable. But obviously, they've just set the level higher than what we've seen before. So yes, I understand what you're saying when you say, we want to compete. But if Arteta goes and wins an FA Cup, he's no better than the last 5 guys.
I agree.
Months. Here's what I'll say. The difference is that though, right? With Arsenal, say the next season ends, Arsenal finish 3rd, they win an FA Cup, Arteta gets sacked, and they've left a much better squad for a top manager to come in and win the title.
Exactly.
I don't think it's doom and gloom.
No, but no one's saying doom.
No one's saying it's doom and gloom.
I'm not saying doom and gloom. I'm not saying sack Arteta. Those words haven't come out of my mouth. What I'm saying is, for where Arsenal are and where they want to be, like, start expecting more, because you're leveling up now and you're going back to where you used to be back in 2005 or 2004, whenever. Like, if you're at that point, you can't be, I just want to compete and maybe win a trophy.
What can't just be happy to be there?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. My head isn't in the clouds. That's what it is. It's reality.
It's realistic. For you to expect a Premier League is not unrealistic. That's not unrealistic.
But again,
listen to what you're saying. For
Casey. Casey. No,
is not realistic.
No. But hold on, months.
It's not mad. It's not mad unrealistic.
I said it's not unrealistic.
I think you guys
are right.
If you said, in the next 2 years, I expect a Premier League.
Now you're changing.
All right. Let me say this.
Yeah,
Casey, let me say this.
To say that.
I think. I mean, maybe some Arsenal fans are. Maybe Casey is subconsciously. But the thing is, right? Arsenal have done this before. When we talk about Arsenal heritage, Arsenal have done this before, where they've had a great young team that could potentially go on to win, and these fans have jumped the gun, and in a year's or two's time, it's broken apart and nothing's actually happened. Maybe some Arsenal fans are just waiting, because remember, they all went big last season.
We're not allowed to wait.
No, and they didn't end up winning it. Maybe they're just trying to wait and see if this is the truth. Because again, there is a world where next season happens and they don't end up doing as well as everyone else predicts. Maybe they're just trying to temper their own personal expectations and not jump the gun so quickly like they've done numerous times in the past. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I expect them to go back and challenge again and finish at least third minimum.
No one's saying they're a failure. No one's saying that their manager needs to get sacked. No one's saying this, bro. But Arsenal, like, it's like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Whether are they going to have big club expectations or are they little old Arsenal? Which one is it? Because which one is it? Because you were this close to winning the league. Fair enough.
You'd be right to turn around and say I want a Prem.
You were this close to winning. You were this close to winning the Prem. Man, them were beating their chest. Casey turned around and said, "Man, them, we don't go around beating our chest." When that's all you man do, you're beating your chest. This season, you've gone and spent 200 million on free players. 200 million on free players. Your manager is being backed, and you're saying it's not like. So when man set expectations, man are like, how can you set expectations? Forgotten what it's like to be a big club, 100%.
No one said how can you set expectations. When told me spending 200 million, everyone's spending 200 million, bro. Tottenham about to spend 200 million. United are about to spend 200 million. Chelsea will probably spend 200 million. You will spend 200 million. Bro, that doesn't matter. You've all spent 200 million, bro.
Cool. Just
telling me about spending 200 million. What the fuck does that mean?
Just to put this into retrospective, I agree with you, Casey, innit? But put it into retrospective, you remember what City? It's not like City are going to get 100 points. Probably not. Yeah. You remember what close? There was fine margins, and arguably you spent 200 million and identified a few issues. You're stronger than last season, so why can't you demand a Prem? But if I spend 200 million,
I haven't won a Prem.
No,
if I spend 200 million, I finish 8th. I expect
listen to me carefully, bro. Listen to me carefully.
I
haven't won a Prem in 20
Why can't you expect something more?
Ethan, all Arsenal fans get told, I don't know why I'm defending Arsenal, it's weird, but all they get told is what they did last season is a fluke. This next season, you see the reality. Your team's not that good.
Their responses, Ladimus. Their responses. That's the level. That's my level now.
Okay, but maybe right now, Arsenal fans are being realistic. No, but hold on. No, but Ethan, you're right. You're right. And maybe right now, Arsenal fans are just being realistic instead of jumping the gun again. Would you rather they say, you know what, I don't care if you won a treble, we will win the league again, just for them not to end up winning it, and they're in the same...
Now I'm going to snitch, because we was on Flawless's thing the other day, and I can't remember exactly what you said, but I had to say to you, wait, weren't you gunning with these Arsenal man the other day? He's like, yeah, I had to gas them up a little bit, though. What's going on there, man?
Oh, Ladimus.
What's going on there, Ladimus, man? Because
yeah, again, but I'm actually telling... No, but I am actually telling the truth. I think you guys are I think you guys are gunning with it. Because but it's all right. I think you guys are. No, because
you're lagging, bro. You're lagging.
I defend, man.
Bro? We can't hear you, Ladimus.
Connection, bro. Yeah, Ladimus, connection. Yeah, guys, the FBI got him. I had to snitch, bro. I was holding that one in. I had to snitch, bro. I'm sorry, like I had to sing. I had to sing. But listen, let's hit some of the comments. While Ladamus gets his connection sorted, let's quickly hit some of the comments because the comments are very opinionated on this. And let's just see. Rice, most improved player in the Premier League in the last 3 years. He's England's regular, but his price tag is just 35 to 40 million overpriced. Oh, that's low, man. No, he's worth way more than that. Ram said, "What's Casey said?" No, he hasn't said anything. It's the conversation we're having. Marcus, pick up yourself. He says, "If City main competition for the next 3 years, Arsenal, City will walk it." If City's main competition for the next 3 years is Arsenal, City will walk it. Arsenal are not winners. Martin says, "Doesn't matter if Arteta wins the quad, he will still get slandered. He'll still get." Jordan says, "Arteta is a top manager. So all of a sudden, FA Cup doesn't mean anything." No, I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything.
Major.
Like Arsenal need to aim higher than a flipping FA Cup, and
we can do that when they finish in fourth.
Challenge. Like, what is that? Month guy is right. We need to set a clear target, bro. Any targets these man get set? No. You don't set us targets. Don't set us targets. You know what I'm saying? That's
bro, you can't. How can you set me a target, bro?
Yeah,
you can't set me nothing, bro.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
No, but it's the attitude. No, it's the attitude that, bro, you man are setting expectations on me, but you don't know nothing, bro. You've come out, Ethan, and said on stream, how can you not expect to win a Prem after spending 200 million? Well, you spent 200 million last season and you finished 8th.
What, when?
So what do you mean when? I just said
you just say I spent 200 million.
Yes, bro.
Just quickly do the maths and tell me where I spent 200 million, please.
Let me get it up.
I'm gonna love this one, I promise you.
Nathaniel says,
how much was Cooper? How much? Well, I'll do it in my. You continue, but I'll
tell you. I'll
do it because I know
Perisic free. I'll do it quick. Perisic free. Longley loan. Basuma 30 million. Richarlison 60 million. I think that's it. Jed Spence 30 million. 100 M's. That's it. Everyone else was free.
That's 120 M's. Who else? There was more. Who's January? Romero. Yeah, how much
was he January? It was in January.
Romero came 2 seasons before that.
Yeah, he comes season before.
No, but the first one was a loan, second one was a permanent. So how much was that, Ethan?
Wait, what?
First season was a loan, second season you made it permanent. Yeah, how much was that?
So what? You didn't buy Rice this transfer window?
I'm asking you a question. How much did he cost? Because the first one was a loan, then the second, then you made it permanent, bro. How am I being weird?
Because you're talking about
was a loan.
If I signed someone in January and an obligation to buy in like the next window, I still made the signing.
Was there obligation? No, you didn't.
He arrived at the club like a year before that.
All right, Ethan. How much did he cost?
Bro, I spent 100 million last summer.
How much did he cost?
I finished 8th. Yeah, that's the level.
Okay, there we go. That's right. So as I said, so they spent near on 200 M's. They spent big P's, yeah, and they came 8th. My point is, spending big P's doesn't guarantee you anything. Chelsea will tell you that. Man United will tell you that.
Yeah, listen.
Expectations. What's Chelsea's expectations?
Taking what we're saying,
they've just spent 600 M.
I think it's not just spending big P's. It's spending on the right players. You spend it on the right players to improve your squad.
Yeah.
Have I? Yeah, people were saying Havertz. People were saying Havertz is just Steve.
No, but no, I'm talking about Rice.
And Rice is overpriced. Apparently, Rice is overrated.
Rice isn't overpriced. People can waffle. He's not overpriced. He's a world-class player.
Yeah.
And
despite that, what matters most cases is what you think of the player. You think Rice is hard, right?
And this is why I said that Montel can't set me expectations, because what I might think of the players that I've got might be completely different to what you think.
I'll ask you a plain question. Is Rice better than Partey?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
No.
He is. He is. He's superior.
Keep it real. Yes. Keep it real. It's tough. It's close, isn't it? It's close.
I'll ask you a better question. Is your 11 better than last season?
No.
My starting 11, nah. The only things that have changed is Havertz and Rice. Yeah, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's a conversation.
That's not a conversation to be had actually, because if Rice does what Partey's doing consistently, because Partey's not fit consistently,
he will.
Yeah, And obviously, that LCM position, obviously, is still a question mark. There's still a question mark there. So again,
let's not act as if we haven't seen Rice for the past 2, 3, 4 seasons. He's better than Partey.
Yeah, of course. But anywho, let's get back to some of the comments. Nathaniel says, we need to win a trophy now looking at the players we have brought in. King Book says, Arsenal don't do sacking management like we ain't Chelsea with Roman or with other managers. Marcus says, I only believe Arsenal are the main competition to City. Your boy says, trophy is a trophy, for fuck's sake. For months.
I'm going to remember that one.
Bro, listen, boy. Kingwood says Monts is reaching. Monts is Nunes better than Nketiah. Don't ask me them type of questions. Don't ask me them questions, man.
Wow, bro. That's crazy. Everyone's expectations should apparently be to win the league. Like, it's just mad.
No, it's not. No, bro. What? We're
saying yours. Okay,
no,
City's are. Apparently mine is. Yours is. Chelsea should be because they've spent 600 million.
No, Chelsea.
Who said this? Wait, Casey, who said that? Who said this?
Bro, some people are out there saying Chelsea should not just be competing for top 4. Bro, this Montel, you umbrella me under Arsenal fan base. So I'm going to umbrella this.
And what do you say when I do that?
Bro, I will let you know, but you still do it. It doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop you from doing it. I told you not to do it, and you still do it. So I'm
telling you now that I'm saying right now, I don't expect Arsenal. I'm saying if an Arsenal fan, by the way, that's because that's what was my words. If an Arsenal fan wants one of the big two within the next 2 years, I don't think that's out of this world to think that or to expect that. Because you're now moving into the big. You're moving into the big boy.
Expect
you're in the big boy category.
No, expect is very different. According to you lot, it's like Vladimir said, one fluke season. Montel, if I don't finish second next season, then what are we really talking about?
Casey, really not word it like that because people are gonna think I said it like that.
No, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, cool. People are saying out there that this is a fluke season from Arsenal, Montel. You're now saying I expect to win.
A lot of people have Arsenal as a lot of people
throughout the season, everyone was saying that, bro.
A lot of people put Arsenal, City, everyone else.
No, but Mons, people were saying that last season though. People were saying last season that it's just fluke.
What everyone was saying
again.
People not saying last season
was one of them.
Bro, people were saying Arsenal's thing is a fluke up until like Christmas, and then when Arsenal was still top in April, everyone's like,
"No, that's not true. No, that's not true. Because Mons, when Arsenal slipped and they lost and City went top, people were saying, "See, I told you so. I told you City would win it." Arsenal weren't serious.
That was winning the league. We're not saying.
Be told. I'm saying I thought Arsenal was the fluke, and I still think that. I think you might not finish.
That's fine. And just to continue my point, Eve, yeah. So cool. Man, I'm saying it's a flop. You're now saying, Montel, from just off the back of that I should now expect my club to win either a Prem or a Champs in the next 2 years. I should expect that based off what's happened last season.
I said if an Arsenal fan was to expect that, I don't think that's crazy to think at all. I don't think it's crazy to think because where you lot have got to, as I said, as it stands, it's Arsenal, City. The rest are fighting for third and below. That's like any. I think that's the most. That's most of what I've seen on the timeline as well from Arsenal.
Did your expectations start when you came second, Montel? When you came second the first time, did your expectation? You know when Liverpool came second for the first time to City. Did your expectations start from then that you should be winning either a Prem or Champions?
Casey, that's different. I hit 93 points. Yes. So season after that, I said I want the league, and I won the league.
So, is that true? I said City won it twice, then you won it.
No. When we came second, we won the Champions League that year. After winning the Champs, I wanted the Prem. I want that Prem. And I went and won the Prem.
Oh, so you won the Champs and then won the Prem?
Yes. We won the Champions League, then we won the Prem. We came second.
So that's where the expectation grew. That's where the expectation grew from the back of winning.
I'll be real. From when even from
you get it,
when
bro. You can't just build But Ethan, I haven't won a European trophy in my entire history that everyone likes to remind me, and I also haven't won a Prem since like in the last 20 years, bro.
No, I hear
you. But you were top. Good season.
But you're also top for 93% of the season.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I think Arsenal fans should be. I do think Arsenal fans should be more confident of you guys being able to God forbid it will never happen. But if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be saying minimum we compete again and finish third.
Yeah,
minimum compete.
I said minimum compete. This is what I said.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with what you said. So what's the discussion about?
But these men are saying I expect the big ears, bro. I should expect the big ears.
We're not allowed to put expectations. We're not allowed to put expectations on these, man. We're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do expectations on these, man, because they're Arsenal and they do what they're doing. They focus in their own lane. Listen, when you're a big club, expectations. No, that's not it. Because when you're a big club, that's not how it is. That's not how it is at the top. I was there for the last 7 years. It's not how it is at the top. Expectations get slapped on your upright left and center. Upright left and center. That's what it gets. When I got to the Champions League final, when I won the Champions League or any of these points, once like I'm gonna need a Prem or I'm gonna need something.
Yeah, that's true. When Chelsea won the Champions League 2 seasons ago, people expected us to challenge, and I was like, how are we going to challenge City without the squad to do it? It didn't make sense. People were saying
Tuchel beat him 3 times in a row. Chelsea are going to invest.
Yeah.
Chelsea are
I wouldn't say the expectations as dramatic as Chelsea winning the Champions League or Liverpool winning the Champions League. But that 93% is a major factor as to why the expectation should fall. Well, you have to go on up after 93%. You might have spent 200 million after 93%.
I think the expectation comes next season. I'm going to keep it real. At the end of next season, if we've then competed and done similar to what we've done last season, this season, that's when my expectations will come. I can't get expectations, Ethan, of what... Bro, Ethan, you went to a Champions League final. Wait, listen to me. You went to a Champions League final. You reached what people would say is the pinnacle. Yeah? Your expectations went through the roof. I'm this, I'm that. I demand this, I demand that. Bro, look where you are. You're not Tottenham. I know I'm not Tottenham. My chest isn't high like K. Word to Kears, big up Kears. But my chest ain't high like Kears to be saying all these ruthless comments. I don't say these things. What I will say is we are better than Tottenham. So it's unlikely that if we get to that position, that the fall off will be like that. It can still happen.
Finish. Your expectation is what? What is your expectation? Finish third and what trophy?
My challenge for the league and win a trophy.
Okay,
that's my expectations this season.
And how far away do you have to be points wise if you don't win it?
I'd say similar to this. So 5 points within 5, maximum 6 points. Maybe if you went to the last day and it dropped to 6, cool.
You're not just happy to be there.
5 points, bro. Ethan, until I see that we can even beat. We haven't even got over the hump of beating City. I can't even beat them yet. Like we're at that hump. I can't even beat them on a consistent level.
So you see, Casey, but now you see how you're putting on your logical cap now, and you're doing the logic. This isn't Casey. No, but Casey, but this isn't you. When you were top of the league, that weren't you. It wasn't.
I was riding the crest. I haven't seen my team top of the league.
Oh, look, I told you just haven't.
But Mons, this is my.
You know about. Riding the wave, G.
Mons, this is my point. Mons, this is the point I made earlier. Arsenal fans, when they got gassed, like now they're just being or at least Casey is. He's just being tempered and logical and just not jumping the gun quickly again. Because if he does that and then Arsenal don't win it again, what is he going to do? Jump the gun a third time?
No. All I'm saying is that, again, the logic is like a pick. I don't know whether it's pick and choose or these men were just caught up in the moment. I don't know, wherever one it is.
I was caught in the moment.
When we were trying to tell your logical hat on, like, Man, them didn't want to hear it.
So
Now,
that's like saying, yeah. I'm sorry that you can't do that, G. So I was top of the league. I was playing the best football I've ever seen. Me with my own two eyes sat down and watched my club play.
I'm not, bro. But you're not, Casey. I'm not saying you're not allowed to expect the title. Well, I'm
not expecting title.
I said you lot are top, and it's like April. Like if you're not allowed to think you're going to win the league now, when are you allowed to think you're allowed to win the league? And bro, I said those words on the stream. However, now man are turning around and acting like, bro, you're making good signings. As I said, keep the Havertz one on the other side for now. But the other two, in my eyes, are very good signings. There's probably still one more to come, and you're moving in the right direction. So for Arsenal fans to set an expectation now of a certain silverware, I hear it because you need to level up.
Certain silverware, yes, not Prem and Champs.
You just need to have something to show for it. Arteta won the FA Cup with no backing and with Emery's squad. So Lord help that. So he ain't getting credit from me for winning the FA Cup with this squad. But
then, Mons, on the flip side, when Arsenal fans have used that to show how great Arteta is, we've said, or at least I've also said, oh, but he won it with a crap squad, no one rated, and now he's broken that apart, reassembled a new squad. So like we can't pick and choose what we're doing.
Bro.
It's really simple, yeah. And so it's really simple. I'm gonna keep it real. I just explained it, and that's the last I'm gonna say on it. We have never won a Champions League, and we have not won a Prem in 20 years, bro.
When we talk about the champs, you might be cheeky about it in the chat.
I'm definitely not cheeky. I've removed myself from conversation when we talk about champs. I make sure to keep very quiet because I have no pedigree in that. And that's true. Don't lie. You can't tell me a rash champs comment I've made. So don't even try it.
Mons, Arsenal haven't been in the champs for 7 years, and the last time they were there, they got battered by Bayern.
I can't expect a thing.
I hear from Kears himself. I hear from Kears, the man himself, that he don't fear no one in the champs.
That's Kears. You know what? Kears, I told you.
Bring Kears here.
Because
I don't fear anyone in the champs.
Right, this is what he said. He said, "Bring me PSG, bring me these man." This is what Kears is saying. I mean,
listen. I do think Arsenal, I do think Arsenal Saka and Martinelli 1v1 with Carvajal and Ferland Mendy. I do think you guys can do something against them because their fullbacks aren't that good. But like against City and PSG in the Champions League, I think that's a stretch too far.
I think even the likes of the Atleticos, these men that just know how to play ball and know how to be compact and know what the competition means, we will struggle with, bro. It doesn't have to be, 11 world-class players. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Occasion's going to play a part. These teams that know what it's about in this competition will definitely cause us problems, bro.
Man, I'm going to shout in a bit.
Yeah, but listen, we are going to end it there. Listen, people, big up. It's been a great chat, to be fair. It's been a brilliant debate. Big up E, big up Case, big up Ladimus, by the way, as well. Obviously, I love the Arsenal heaviness in the chat. I wish we could stay here for a little bit longer, but we have run over time by about 15 minutes. But we have covered up our points, to be fair. Declan Rice, Timber. We spoke briefly on Onana. Obviously, Mason Mount. We wish Corey was here for the Mason Mount stuff because Flawless was very adamant with that sort of stuff. But I'm just going to big up everyone in the members section as we do, and then we're just going to round it off. Big up Ethan, big up D1, big up KLFC. Ethan obviously joined his membership just now, so big up Ethan for becoming a member. Big up Honestly, Dennis, Big Dennis TV as well. Snake Eyes, Roms, T, ND, Joe, and Aiden Andrew. So big up the rise in the members, man. I'm seeing that, and there's going to be more stuff. I don't know. Big up Kinsmano, Martin. Big up all the Arsenal fans in here as well. Listen, even though it seems that we get we hate each other, we don't hate each other. By the way, this is generally how us man talk.
It's just
for the newcomers. Yeah, for the newcomers, obviously, new faces here that is thinking we're all rattled, innit? Like this isn't Rattle City. Like this is me, Ethan, Casey, and Ladimus has been here a while as well to know that. You get it? Yeah. This is how we generally argue about football, innit? So big up the chat. You know what I'm saying? As I said, big up Arsenal till I die. Big up Boy. Big up King Books, LFC for the double. Marcus, Starboy,
King Bookie Wookie.
Yes, big up Jenna. Big up Martin as well in the cut. Jay Kismet, big up Ed, MCFC Protocol as well. Listen, all them names, Capo TV, Hit 44, big up you for your super chat as well. But listen, people, we're going to leave on the video of what Flawless thinks of Mason Mount, and then we're going to end it there.
Just one more thing. You go before you do that, once. Arsenal fans, make sure to go down to the stadium, get your Champions League top, and see the printing. They're looking sweet, lads. Yeah, go grab them. Arsenal fans, I want to see you up and down the streets with your Champions League badge. If you see a Liverpool fan, just
overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
Sicko.
Sicko. Just a sicko. Take care, people. Sicko.